What's up, guys? Letting some people find their way in. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you one thing. You can't hear anything. So let's do this here. Bam. All right then. Just waiting for some people to show up. Thought I'd play this. Hey guys, welcome. Getting started soon. People probably start showing up in a couple minutes. If you got headphones, you might want to use them. Good so far. Set alarm for 11:30. As you're showing up, welcome. Go ahead and let me know you can hear me. Just drop a comment. We're going to be doing a lot today. So those of you that get in and stick around, you should get a whole lot of value out of this, I think. So if you're showing up for the first time, this is the 5th of 5 videos where I'm showing you how I took a loop that was sent to me by one of my students, and it ended up being not only releasable, but it ended up being the first #1 release that I have had and my student has had. So it was really mutually beneficial and a lot of fun to do. And this is a track that you're listening to. Obviously this is in the project, so it's unmastered, but yeah, when it was released, it was our first #1. So I've been walking you guys through how it had these humble beginnings and how you can take something with a humble start and turn it into something that's interesting. And I think you'll find this particular episode probably the most interesting of them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the project file and show you some extra things that happened after the final video that really brought the whole thing together. Particularly the bass, but some other little details as well. It's one of those situations where you think something's done and it's not quite done yet. I think anyone who's finished the song knows that you've got your finished song, and then you got finished song part 2, then you've got the final finished song, and then you got the last final finished song. It's one of those sort of things. So yeah, I'm going to try to take you deeper than the videos. And there's not going to be as much speaking in this video. I think I get into a zone and I talk quite a bit less. So, but I'll be here live, and you can, of course, drop questions into the chat. Looks like a few minutes have passed. So I'm going to wait about another minute, and then we're going to get started. I'll drop the final video in. Then after that, I'll walk you through some of the individual tracks and stuff. And while I'm here, like always, I'm going to check, make sure this is live. Yep, looks like I'm live and good. Yep, perfect. All right, guys, so if you're in, hang tight. We're gonna dive right into the video right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me just drop this in, hang tight. And wait, I gotta. Here we go. We can take this off and this off and get right into it. Let's see here. Let's choose the file. And there we go. All right, so let's get started with part 5 of our make a song out of an 8-bar loop. And let's see where we're at. So I got a basic idea where we're at here. First thing I want to add an extra layer on the kick. So I'm going to duplicate that here. And get rid of that and just manipulate this here. Just delete that, then highlight here. Let's just get a 2-bar going here. A little more groove there, but this here I'm going to get rid of the lows.
That should do the job. And now just kind of drag this across. And then we'll cut it out in the parts where it doesn't seem to fit right, but should add a little extra groove there. Bring the volume down a little. Cool. Let's get over to the bass here. So I'm still not really happy with the bass tone. I think what I want to do is try to highlight this whole thing. And to be perfectly fair, I actually tried this before recording, just to have an idea what direction I wanted to go before making the video. So I'm going to bring this down an octave, but I'm going to leave it on beats. I found that changing it over to Complex Pro, I actually didn't like the tone as much. So the Beats tone is a little bit dirtier. Okay, now let's see where we're at here. Okay, so the high note, I kind of want that high note brought down and have it hide in the mix a little bit more. Just keep the overall tone pretty deep. Kind of more of a subtle groove there. See what we got here. Cool. I'm just going to kind of go through and yeah, let's see what's going on in here. All right. So that's sounding pretty good to me so far. I think this groove is good. Let me see in the breaks here. I want to see what's happening with this. I kind of like that. I think it sounds good. Probably bring that up just a little bit more. I think I'm going to take this part out. We'll start with the break. I think still too much going on in here. It's a pretty dirty sound, but it actually, I think, sounds kind of nice. It's got a little bit of a richness in the whole mix. Let's see how that sounds in the whole mix of things. Yep, that works for me. All right, now we need another element, something maybe in the voice range. So I'm going to go into my samples and see if I can find something that'll see what I can do with this. Obviously take a little manipulation. All right. Not bad, not bad. Those three parts make up one part, and then those two sounds, and then these two sounds here. And that is how I get random sounds sometimes. I just kind of let the randomness happen and then grab the good bits. And I think I got some pretty good bits in here.
All right, guys, there it is. That was the final part of the video. I know there wasn't much speaking. There was just a lot of volume editing and things like that. So what I wanted to do was kind of give you guys a little more context to the song, because the project has probably a couple little updates from the video. It was a situation where, you know, you think the song is done, but you do a couple little extra tweaks at the end before release. And then this led to releasing the track. Well, it led to working on a couple more tracks with the artist. Her name's Marina Caramarco, and she's gone on to really great success. You should really look her up. She does great stuff. And she runs a label called Thank You. THANQ. So if you're into this style of music, or deeper or housey, she does some really, really great stuff. And she's a cool person. So yeah, let's get into some of the separate tracks, and feel free to drop any comments, questions, whatever, in the chat, and I'll try to answer those live as well. Just want to make sure you get the most out of this. So let's jump in. So here is where the song is at. I'll just start it like right in here, and let me make sure. You got to use a specific driver, otherwise you guys can't hear, for the software that I use. So that should do it. What I first want to show you guys is this here. I think I obviously froze the track. So I probably froze it with the effects on it, and then might have added, I don't know if I added more effects. No, it's just got the utility. Yeah, so I did a freeze and flatten on this. And then I lowered it by an octave, so it gives a much dirtier sound. And alone, it doesn't sound all that great, but within the mix, it sounds really full and meaty. So this is a bass tone here. Let me, why are we not hearing this? Oh, let's just get into If I come over here, you can see this is down an octave. So this is where it was. And those of you that have watched the previous videos are probably going to be more familiar with the bass sounding like this. Come on now. And it's in Beats mode as well, which instead of Complex Pro, it gives a little bit more dirt. So yeah, that's kind of what I did there for the bass. This is pretty low, and to be honest, I don't even know if there's anything coming out of here. So I think this is bass here. And there's a siren. Yep, I live close to the downtown area of Denver. So this is Siren Central, if you will. All right. All right, cool. So let's get into some of these little atmospheric sounds and stuff. Kind of show you. Got let's re-enable that and so yeah, this is just a kid talking, and I just kind of looped like a manipulated part. I didn't want anything to be specific in this particular song. And the drum rack part here. Let's see if I could find this part here. Let me see, do I? Oh, it looks like I might be missing some of these samples, so you're missing out on a little bit of stuff. I'll try to find those and zip it up at some point. And then I've got the absinthe, which is really good for just making soundscapes and things like that. So it just adds atmosphere. So I just made several interesting sounds. Let me turn it up real quick. And see. So yeah, once again, this here, I did a freeze and flatten after I kind of arranged how I wanted the notes to play and where I wanted things to come in. And that just adds a lot to the background. Without it, it sounds fairly empty. Right? You add it, and it just kind of puts it in a space. And then we got this over here, just more cut up audio. So let's see what we got here. Should probably back this back off. Turn this up here. So it's just about adding interesting textures. So pretty much the way this works is very simple. It's just a matter of you pull out a synth and you just play on it for several minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, and just make sounds that are in the key of the song that you're doing, and keep tweaking sounds, and don't overthink things at all. Just kind of have a basic idea of what you're going for, and then you take those results, convert it to audio, and then what you do is you just cut it up and arrange it. When you got several layers of these sorts of things going on, it really fills the song and gives it a lot more interesting texture. And then we've got some more stuff over here. turn that up as well. I think some of this is running through grain delay. The grain delay effect is really cool. Grain delay and then some regular delay can give you some really interesting results on sounds and just kind of morph sounds. Also using like a granulator. Granular synthesis can do some interesting things as well. Stretching sounds can do some amazing things. So. So none of these sounds came from me sitting there trying to design a specific sound in my head. There would be no way that I would have come up with these sounds just from scratch. This is just all experimentation and keeping the bits that sound interesting. Yeah, and as you can see, we've got some stereo spread here, and not much else because, once again, all this was frozen and flattened, so all the effects were kind of baked into the audio. But it's really important to have these kind of cut up sounds in all kinds of music, or to have like some sort of background synth sound, that's maybe playing one note or whatever. It depends on your style of music. Listen to your style of music, but a lot of the interesting sounds are more often like experimentations and then just cut up of the original parts. I'll just solo some of these parts so you can hear the separate stuff. And then the second layer of the kick. So the second one doesn't really have any bass in it. It's just kind of the transient, right? Just to give a little kind of a pluck momentum. And then got a little sub here. The sub you're not going to be able to hear unless you've got headphones on, but it definitely adds a lot. You really want that bottom end. If you're just using like regular bass sounds that are kind of in the mid and have, just a little bit of low, really adds a lot to just get like a sine wave playing some really low notes. Makes a difference for sure. And then the bass here, I already showed you, kind of just cut up and de-pitched. We dropped the pitch by an octave, and that's how we got this sound. Let's see what's over here. So just kind of cutting things up so that the bass hits on different patterns and stuff like that in different parts of the song during the breaks or whatever. And by the way, as you see, I had a guide track here. So in the very beginning, I'll use a guide track to figure out where I want the breaks to be. And then as the song comes together, I'll lengthen those breaks or shorten the breaks or do whatever. But it just gives me a starting point. Then we got percussion here. We got 2 snares going on. So we got that, and then we got this. And then this is like a ride cymbal. Percussion. stick. I really like the texture of that sound. I think it adds a lot to the groove. Percussion, more. Kind of like a little bit of a droney thing with some, you know, wooden hits. Gives like a bit of a natural sound. And then hi-hats galore. And then, yeah, just hi-hats just layered up quite a bit. I think all of this is hi-hats. So we've got a lot of stuff going on in and out to just keep things interesting. So each little part, you know, plays its own little part. Simple. Yeah, so pretty dense with the hi-hats. You just got to know how to place them so that it just doesn't sound like a complete mess. And you want to create dynamics by bringing certain parts in and back out just to add a bit more to it. And we've got this part here. Oop. Oh, this is the one where the samples are missing. Sorry about that, guys. You heard it in the video, but I guess the samples in that are missing. And then we get down to the absinthe and then the cut up absinthe effects. And that's the track. That's the whole thing. So I hope that helps you guys. Once again, we'll get into the meat of this track, and all together it sounds like this. Yeah, Salters. Absinthe used to be like a secret weapon. I actually haven't used it in a while, and I'm looking to bring it back. I know that it's been overall discontinued, but I still use the old version, and it's fantastic. And I really love that it's got a random feature as well. Any synth that has a random feature is something I'm going to use a lot, because I like being surprised by sounds. Usually the sounds in your head, if you make the perfect sound that's in your head, you're not surprised by it, and oftentimes you fail at making that particular sound and think that you've wasted like a half hour trying to make a sound. Whereas if you just use a little bit of random and keep the bits that excite you, you get to be surprised by the whole process of songwriting instead of trying to dictate every single thing that happens in your song. And that's what I think that's one of the things you got to let go is try to let go of the full control, and I think you'll finish more songs for sure. That's it, guys. That is the whole walkthrough. The replays should be up for the previous ones, and that's it. I got nothing to sell you guys. If you are looking for further guidance, you could go to musicsoftwaretraining.com. You could find all the products that are available there. Very reasonable prices for courses, tools, memberships. Really great stuff. Really reasonable. You could check that out. Or if you want to like work with me personally, then what you're going to want to do is go to musicsoftwaretraining.com/application and just answer a few questions so I know more about where you're at in your music path, your music journey. I know a bit more about your challenges. I know a bit more about your goals. And then we can have a conversation and see if we're a good fit to work further together. With that, guys, have a fantastic one. Take care and enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.